Welcome back to what Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is an E75, it's the Tier 9 German heavy tank and it's located on the south spawn of Mountain Pass and it's being commanded by Marybanks. Now there may be some similarities between this tank and the Tiger II. You may have noticed the turret has the same sort of like ovoid shape, same profile. And that's because this tank was supposed to be the first in the series of tanks under the new Entwicklung series. Entwicklung, that's it, yeah. And it was the first tank in the standardised designs that was a heavy tank, and it was supposed to replace the Tiger II. But it was designed in 1945 and never got put into production. But this particular design comes with three different types of gun: an 88mm, 128mm, and 105. Okay, can't see any targets. Yep. Ah, there's one. T-54 lightweights ahead. He's coming up to the rocks. Looks like that lightweight's managed to get into that little culvert. It's a bit of a dangerous thing to do because although you can shoot at the people as they're trying to get into the heavy tanks. Oh, she gets a good hit there on the Indian Panzer. He's backing down from that hill now. Yeah, that T-54 lightweight, he's going to have to run because oh, he's not alone. There's a mule. She fires a round in on the move, but oh, she doesn't get anything. The Emil gets some damage blocked, actually. I think it went into her tracks. Pretty sure it did. Now, is she going to side scrape on this Emil or on the M4? Well, the M4 will probably make a more interesting morsel. The Emil's got tougher armor to get through. Whoop. And the Indian Panzer goes down. He was actually taken out by the Arty, the 212. Right, M4 51. How's she going to do this? She's just baiting him, I suppose, at the moment to making a mistake. And I think he is actually making a mistake now because he turned his gun. Oh, no, she poked. And she's tracked him. One into the tracks, and now he's getting hit by other people. Emil goes forward, he's got a magazine to put in. Oh, no, Mary, that was a bit too soon, because the Emil hadn't finished his rounds. Trying to go for a weak spot, can't find it yet. Oh, no, he's gone. He's been taken out. He was killed by the T-26C4 on the other side. Or is it? Yeah, I think he's on the other side. She's going to go for the PK now. She's pushing in on the Emil. And there's the IS-3. Oh, she took a big hit from the one PK. She got the IS-3 though. Now, the enemy are retreating because I think they're under great pressure. She's going for the weak spot on the turret, but she's using standard ammo, and that's going to ricochet off. She probably would have been better off actually loading a premium round for that to make sure it goes through the cupola. And somebody managed to get around into the VK. She's going around and she gets a big shot into the Emil there. 511 off that shot. She bounced around off the VK. Now she's not loaded yet. She's got a long reload, 13.55 seconds. She's baiting him, going for a weak pot. No, she can't get through. You see, she's not using premium. She's going to need premium to get through that cupola. It's just not enough. I think she is actually... Oh, there he goes down. He's gone. He was actually killed by the Conway. She's using the 128mm here, so she's only got penetration of 246. She's going off the T28. Oh, took a big hit there. I'm not sure where that went. Yeah, I think... I'm not sure exactly where. But she did take damage, and now she's getting shot by the T28 prototype. She's lost a lot of health. And one of the shots that came in was from the GW Tiger. That's why she got stunned. She lost 483 hit points to him, 384 to the prot on the last shot, and 430 on the first shot. So, and he was firing APCR, you see. Now she's going to have to pull back. There is a Ferdinand behind, so she can put a few rounds into him. But he's round the corner, so she's going to have to get moving. She can leave the others to go off to the cap. There's only 4 enemies remaining now. One's at our cap, one's the Ferdinand. So the other 2 must be the Arty, and they must be back at our base. So there's the Ferdinand, fires around it, and it's the it's the Wizzy 120 who gets the kill. But we can see that there is an enemy back at the cap. It's the T95. The Batchat 155 has been spotted, and he's running for the bridge. I think he's going to try and help the... oh no, he's too late to help the T95. So it's now just get back to the cap as quickly as she can. There's the Batchat. Okay, now she can take him out. Easy. Oh, that is so unfair. The Liberté gets there before, and the Liberté's behind her. And the T95's wiped out. That means there is only 1 enemy remaining. It's a GW Tiger, and presumably he's on the ice road because they've entered the cap area and he doesn't appear to be there. So I reckon he must be on the ice road. Either the Wizzy 120 is going to find him, or the Conway will get to the bridge first. So if anyone's going to spot him, it'll be the Conway probably. Okay, the Conway, yes, the Conway does see him and puts a round into him. Not going to last long. Wizzy 120 will finish him off, and actually it's the Conway who finishes him off, and that's the end of the game. Wow. You know, the good thing about this battle was that Marybanks knew when she'd actually suffered severe damage that it was time to disengage and pull back, not to press it with very little health remaining. Although there was only 2 Arty ahead, she actually had the presence of mind to know that there was more dangerous enemies behind her in the case of the Ferdinand and the T95, so she came back to the cap to reset. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's a 2nd class tanker for Marybanks in the E75. She also picked up a spotter badge for getting at least 1,000 hit points of resistance damage. And that was probably during that firefight on that corner. And she got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. And that's what she got exactly, 5. And we can see the target she hit here. But she did take out that nice shot on the IS-3. Wiped him out. She got 1 kill out of it. So when it comes to damage, she only had 1,570 hit points of damage, which put her in 6th place there. But she did get a kill, which puts her in joint 3rd place, because the highest score on her team was 3 kills, and of course the T95 managed 4 kills on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, she was actually in 3rd place with 884 base experience points, and it was the T26 that actually Super Pershing that managed to get the highest score with 928, followed by the AT15. So let's have a look at the detail report. Well, she only fired 9 rounds. Of course, she's got that long reload to deal with. She got 7 direct hits, 4 penetration. Now, the reason she didn't get all of those penetrated was because she was using the wrong ammo when she was firing at the VK. And really, if you want to get through the cupola on that particular tank, it really does help to have premium rounds loaded just to punch through, because otherwise you'll be bouncing off it most of the time. And it was lucky that somebody else actually did load premium and shoot the VK, because otherwise she probably would have taken more rounds, more damage from him. She did damage of 1,570 hit points. She received 6 hits during that battle. 3 were penetrations, 3 were non-penetrations, and she also received a hit by way of splash damage. And of course that and the penetrations were actually the most dangerous, because that's what actually stripped her of her hit points. She blocked damage for 1,160. If she hadn't blocked those 3 rounds, she probably would have been out the game. Well, definitely would have been out the game. She spotted 3 enemy vehicles. She damaged 5 of the enemy and killed 1 of them. and she did damage assistance of 1,133 hit points, and that's why she's got the spotter badge. On a premium account, she earned 36,366 credits, and after repair, ammunition and consumables, she still took away 6,011 credits. Now, if she had used the premium rounds, that probably would have been a loss, but that's why most people who actually use tier 9 and tier 10 tanks do actually find that they make a loss because they have to fire the premium in order to make the penetrations. It's unfortunate, but it's the way it goes because the armor is very tough at that level. She received 1,326 XP, and it was ×5 on that weekend, so she actually took away 6,630 XP altogether. So it was a good team, good battle. A party of tanks did go ahead towards the enemy cap. They were the faster ones, so obviously the E75 is not that fast. It's pretty slow, 40 miles per hour, 40 kilometers an hour forward, 15 kilometers an hour backwards. And since she was halfway between both claps, it was definitely the wise move. Not probably, it was definitely the right move to come straight back and deal with the Ferdinand and then deal with the T95. Unlucky for her, the Ferdinand was taken out before she could get there and do some damage, and the T95 as well finished off. But she was in the right place at the right time to deal with the 155, and I think the 155 was worried about getting hit by the E75, and that's why he stayed to one side, and that allowed the Liberté behind Marybanks to take him out. So she did actually provide a service to the Liberté by allowing him to get a kill. So unfortunate that the Liberté actually managed to steal her kill, and he actually did end up with 2 kills in the end. But there you go, that happens sometimes. So well done, Marybanks. Good battle, and she showed good sense in actually returning, because it was the right thing to do after you suffered that much damage, and to obviously make sure that your own cat was safe. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.